Well, good morning. Nice to see you. Yeah, my annoying ass neighbors are gone. Um, I made a bet with Chef last night. I was like, if you win, I'll give you a Crimson Desert. I made the bet with him before, like 9 days ago, and he failed. Last minute, he got grabbed and destroyed. It was awful. This time, Radagon busted all of his heals, and he had to beat Elden Beast with one shield. And he did it. He actually clutched that shit. It was like he had one heal and then he like got hit and so he had no heals. And I saw him like running around the stars. Like Elden Beast has this attack called, I don't know what it's called. It's just the star attack where this shooting star chases you and shoots missiles at you. It's like really hard to dodge. It's like if you want to not get hit by that at all, you're an animal. Normally people take a few hits from it, so yeah, it was like his low health versus the Elden Beast. He couldn't get hit one more time. And he didn't. He won, so I bought him the deluxe edition. Hope he plays it. He's kind of like tough to commit. But yeah, I checked my account and I got paid already, so yeah, it was like early. It was funny because I hadn't been paid earlier that day. Earlier that day I checked and I hadn't been paid yet. And so as soon as I bought it for him, it was like, oh, the paycheck suddenly hit. I was like, that's awesome. So yeah, $80 down, but I got good stuff off of it. Yeah. So I did this last night and it was okay. It's a lot of different crystals. The back, unfortunately, the piece of paper, I've got like 3 new types of, what do you call it? I've got 3 new types of, paper coming in for the stampin'. So yeah, it's got all the crystals in this. It's okay. The wood beads rose to the surface, so it's got like these like little raised points where I tried to push them down and it didn't really work. Honestly, this is what I should have done. I should have left them up and then just like coated them with resin later and then did that, but I didn't. Yeah, live and learn. Wasn't too hard. Took a few hours to assemble all the pieces. Yeah, it's because I have every type of crystal in like a unique bag, and so if I'm gonna go through and have like one of each crystal, it's gonna be tough. I don't know if the resin is super good. I'm definitely thinking about like burying it. Like maybe I'm gonna keep this on my dash. I'm gonna keep this on my dash right up here. Keep it right there, and then I'm gonna bury it sometime when it rains. We were supposed to get rain today. I don't really know. Yeah. I definitely think the resin thing is good as like a little crystal, like this thing. It's like a little crystal resin thing. I think that's pretty good. But like as soon as you start getting big, as soon as you start wanting to make a big resin sculpture, use epoxy or don't do it at all, because you need to have light get in there to cure the resin so it's not a fucking liquid. Yeah, I let it gas out. I let it degas for a really long time, and the paper actually insulated the very bottom from getting resin, even though I let it sit for like an hour. Yeah, I let it sit for like an hour and it's like, didn't work. So, oh well. This stuff is pretty shiny. I'm a big fan of this stuff. It's like just designed to be shiny. So I don't know. This is the mold I used. I just poured it in the cup. Yeah, pretty boring. Sleeping. I've had this problem since I was a kid. I don't like waking up into my body because I'm circumcised. It's like such a fucking problem. The society is not, like, with both Donald Trump and circumcision, the society is not going to say they have a problem. They're going to lie, right? They voted for Donald Trump. Oh, well, he's the best president of all time. He's just ripping you off. Nah, you know. No, people are literally telling me now in the comments is like, you should just work for Donald Trump, you know? And it's like, you trolling, you fucking idiot. Thank goodness rich people are here to give us jobs. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that, you fucking dummy. Money printed at debt and taxes, a slave hoax. He takes rent money. This is where his money comes from, is rent. People paying him for the right to live in a house. That is where his money comes from, is that he lets out building units. And now he's just scamming the government. So it's the fucking worst. Yeah, people who don't see that are dumb, you know. Anyway. Yeah, I hope it rains today. All my packages are coming in today. So, yeah, I'm going to have one more sleep. Hepler released. Yeah, it was really funny. There's like, they released this person contests, and in the Portuguese or Vietnamese, I'm not sure which, people have said either version of it, they accidentally had the subtitles for Hepler, so everyone knew what Hepler could do, and that was like some drama. He looks shit though. I mean, like, they're like, he does massive damage, and it's like nobody's health bar is going down at all, and I'm like, I don't know if we agree on what massive means. So yeah, I've got a lot to spend the next few days. It's like I've got to get a Hodgkin's, and then I've got to get Hepler. Yeah. This free-to-play person was gloating at me. He's like, I could do it all free. And I'm like, doesn't mean that's good. You come into somebody's house, eat their food, and don't give them anything in return. Just because they let you doesn't mean you should. Oh, yeah, this is what I was going to do. I forgot about that. This plan. I have these cool, like, African drawstring bags. They're pretty cool. They've got nice, like, golden thread and stuff and lots of colors. You know, I don't know if the bag would survive being buried over time. This is not a good spot to do it because this is extremely a touristy area. Let's see if it fits. This bag and this puck. Yup, it fits. It fits. If it was like a ½ inch in each direction, it wouldn't fit anymore. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like that. And I'm going to bury it. Yeah. If I had my nice drone, this is what I want. I want to get the Aero drone, and like, it can drop at a distance. There's a drop mechanism on the controller. And I want to take shit like that up to like a water source, plunk it in the middle of a big ass lake, or like the ocean. So I have like something nice, and then it'll get covered by ocean bullshit, you know. If the puck is heavier than the seafloor, then it's gonna get buried. Yeah. So I'll have some like energetic markers out there. Yeah, it's got all my stamps. I ordered one more stamp. I had an inspiration for what I wanted to put on it, but I can't remember that now. I don't fucking remember it. Yeah, I'm glad Chef got Crimson Desert. He failed the first time, but the second time he really got it. Well, part of me was like, he's gonna fucking get destroyed. I was like, here you go. And he didn't. He was drunk as fuck though. His girlfriend took away. She says the breaker power goes out. I think she fucking does it on purpose. I think she switches his breaker off. Yeah. Or their neighbors do. Stop Chef from yelling all night. No, there was that woman who like got stuck in her house divider. Nobody could hear her because the insulation's too good. She screamed and screamed and she died there. Nobody came and got her. Yeah. There's a bad floorboard in the attic. She fell through and got stuck in the walls. Oops. That sucks. Yeah. Yep, it's a cloudy day today. It's a cloudy day today. Hepler. Looks like me. Kind of is. Hepler. Could have been based on me. You know, he's got like, he got the sunglasses. He's got the, he's a lizard who likes becoming an owlbear to warm up. Yeah. He uses his transmog form to freaking warm up. He's a healer tank. So I think he's an off tank. It's like you like take him and Entendre. And then you have like a thick front line. And he'll keep Entendre alive so she can't get smashed. Then Smokey. Gala. You need Gala. Gala and Nazarick together. Put Gala's ability on Nazarick. Yeah. They're pretty good. Nazarick's a good single target nuker. I mean, that's like, you take Nazarick because he just like chunks health. He's not the best at it, but he's ranged and pretty good. I'm out of energy drinks today. No more today. I got these cookies and cream builder bars. Listen, if you're going to get builder bars for protein, skip these. Don't get these. Get the Oreo ones. These are fucking awful. I don't know if I should just like eat cheese. What? Oh. I was like, I don't have energy drinks. This has espresso in it. I did not know that. That's why I was like, cookies and cream. That sounds great. I was like, this thing sucks. This is the worst flavor. It's espresso. No, it's pretty good. Well, now that I know what it is. Yeah, it's got the bitter espresso taste to it. I was like, this is cookies and cream? It was awful. Cookies and cream and espresso. I don't think that's in the label. Yeah. It's got caffeine in it. I wish I'd noticed that. I think I had one last night. Oh, this is gluten-free too. I don't know. It was advertised cookies and cream. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah, I do look a lot like Hepler from AFK Journey. Kind of like, you can call him Helper. He's like snazzy Hagrid. I was rolling on Discord last night. Like, the main Discord is so like heavily moderated and like aggressively moderated by jerks. They can say whatever they want, but if you say anything they don't like, they'll threaten you and ban you and shit like that. But this other Discord called Yapala is actually like really liberal. You can say whatever the fuck you want there, and it was a lot funnier. It had me rolling last night. That was so funny. I do look like Hepler. It's pretty cool. I've got the beads on. Yeah. His name is an anagram of helper. He carries a big spear staff. He's got a giant staff that has a spear tip. So, and he can transform things into creatures. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pull him when he comes out like next month. So, yeah, I'm going to go to town. Fuel up. Get groceries. Get, they got so mad when I was like, they got so mad. I told them they shouldn't, if you can't afford to pay, yeah, you can free to play. But if you can't afford to pay, you shouldn't free to play a game. If you're playing a game free update after update and every single ad asking for money, you're like, no, I'd rather not. You're just cheap. Um, you're not like cool, right? Because that company, I was looking at their revenue, they're not making good money, guys. Everybody, I mean, they kind of fell into this pit where everything is too expensive. And if they, nobody wants to like buy power. No one wants to buy character shards because the number of shards they need is like $1,000. You know, they're just not going to do that. It's not that social. Yeah, it's like those types of games appeal to rich people with vendettas. They hate people. They want to be better than them. They want to flex. I had no idea that had espresso in it. Now it makes sense. Now it's like a lot more enjoyable. I was expecting cookies and cream, and I was like, this is not right. This doesn't taste right at all. Oh, chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, one of those chocolate chip cookie dough. One of those. I didn't realize it had fucking espresso in it. Coffee's nasty. I don't like coffee. I'm not a big coffee person. I think it's fucking poison. Yeah, I would never open a restaurant or a business. It'd be fucking impossible. You'd just fucking fail. When you lend to the poor, you give to the Lord. You notice they call it lending. Oh my gosh. They're so awful. Yeah. I had a comment removed. There was this video of like this like maid with these huge bouncing tits, and I was like, yeah, this gave me quite the boner as a kid. And it was like 3 days. That comment was just fine. Lots of people commented, lots of people liked. And then finally, they're like, your comment's been removed for violating community guidelines. And I'm like, let me guess, it was kid with a boner that fucking got you. You guys are so fucking weird. It's physiologically, anatomically correct that kids like sex. They want it, right? This is true, right? I was a kid. Happened when I was a kid. I don't know what to tell you, and it's really they're projecting their squeamishnesses. They have a problem with it because they are retarded. And so, yeah, their public freak out. This is really interesting. It actually is that they think they strongly, strongly, strongly believe in that, like 18 years old or you're a minor, you go to jail forever. They strongly believe in that. And they circumcise baby boys, and their beloved politicians are pedophiles. So many people looking out for Donald Trump, right? And it's just like, they're fucking retarded. They literally are too fucking dumb. Yeah. I saw a video yesterday of this old guy fucking chugging Mentos and cola and watching his belly expand. Like, oh, wow. You're fucking gross. Fucking nasty. I guess the belly can expand. That's why the hole in the ribs is there. Yeah. Sod. Yeah, this forest isn't really used. This forest doesn't have. I know the natives like it's sacred ground to the natives, but let me tell you what, these animals and these bugs have no instinct on how to deal with people, none whatsoever. So liar, you know. Yeah, evolution takes a while. It takes death and failure, um, and yeah. Be interesting if Hepler was not in AFK Arena, just basically transferring all the AFK Arena characters over. Yeah, I mean, like, I got major eaten up. Everyone disagreed. Everyone was crying when it was like, look, this is the character release rate. This is what you need to get the characters to S plus, which is when they're useful. S plus plus 15. This is what they give you. You don't get enough to get all the characters to S plus plus 15. You just don't. You have to pick and choose. And they freaked out. They were so angry. They were so angry. And it's just mathematically true. And this dude is like, well, I'm free to play. Look, I have 1,000 ticket draws, 300,000 diamonds, and every character at S plus. And when he scrolls through his character units, yes, he has a lot of characters at S plus, but not all of them, you know. And I'm just like, fucking dumb. What are you saying? He's like, I have 1,000 ticket draws, and I did the math. 1,000 ticket draws is good to get 2 characters to S plus. Okay, you don't have you're lying. You're not telling the truth. So yeah. All the diamonds they give you are not enough. They're not enough. They want you to buy, right? They don't give you. And then when I was like, let's talk about yellow weapon draws, he's like, oh, I'm done talking. It's like, yeah, because you have nothing to say about yellow weapon draws because they don't give you enough, right? It's like, for a character to be usable, it needs plus 15. I saw other people agreeing. They're just so fucking stupid. Yeah, I fucking hate people. I do. They fucking suck. They're annoying. They're annoying and dumb. So, yeah. I put espresso. It says chocolate chip cookie dough. You snuck espresso in there? I bought it online. It was like chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh, that sounds good. I'll put it in the cart. You should put like with espresso in the title. They didn't put with espresso in the title. So you're like, I'm going to sell chocolate chip cookie dough that's secretly an espresso shot and they can taste it. Yeah, I was like, the fuck does this taste like? Because being smart isn't just about like being the most complicated and having the most convoluted ideas. Being smart is also about being clear and being understandable and being easy. Easy is very smart. You could have the best, fanciest, most sophisticated idea ever to do something. And the idea that's super simple is a lot better because it's just easier. That's why it's better. You know, it's like, yeah. Yeah, Hepler's weakness is his skill to send his ally to the back line and his transform into his tank mode could be off, right? He could like be supporting, you know, it's like maybe it's really good for a warrior. Maybe he's main tank and you have a warrior. Um, but it'd probably be better with like another tank. So it's him and another tank together. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him. I wish I could pull him now. I've got to wait till like next month. So yeah, I'm exhausted from their event. They're gonna have a cool crossover free run coming up, and I'm gonna do that. I don't know why they all speak Japanese. It's like a game from Shanghai, and they all speak Japanese. I'm like, the fuck is going on? There's a secret behind the development of AFK, and I don't know what it is. Because why would you call it AFK? Away from keyboard? It's such a weird like niche for like a serious fantasy, calling it AFK. It's like I don't get it. But yeah, anyway, I got a puck, but I'm not doing shit with this until it's like, um, until it rains really good. So hopefully that's soon. It's supposed to be today. If it doesn't rain today in the next few weeks, I'm gonna put up a fire warning, which is like, I know how to beat the fire warning. This is how you beat the fire warning. You do it in zero illumination. Because when the moon is out, they'll see the smoke rising. If there's no moon, they can't see the smoke. So, yeah, it's a really easy way to hide it. Obviously, don't start a blaze. Because they can put a fire warning up, like, when it's safe, right? It's like, they can put a fire warning up when there is no danger. So, you know, fuck them. It's not like people really make you think this, right? It's like this lone spark flew in the wind and then the spark caused it to burn. Yeah, in drought, you know, when it's like dry and crispy, yes. But if the soil has moisture, the tree has moisture, it's fine. The tree's not going to catch on fire. You can douse it in embers and it won't set alight. So, yeah. They're just scared. Massive fire, you know, 50-foot fucking flames. They don't want to have to deal with that. So they're like, no. I do look like Hepler. I am fucking Hepler. He's got sunglasses. He's this big dude. I wouldn't say he's fat. He's definitely like strongman sized. And he does have a staff and a spear, which I have. He's got beaded necklaces, which I have. He's got sunglasses, which I have. Yeah. Gonna try to play him. And then Qantas is really funny. She's a demon. I've been making fun of it. I've been making fun of the mods because this one character uses rules. She excuses her allies of following the rules, and then she punishes her enemies for not following the rules. And I'm like, yep, that's exactly a moderator. You're cool and they like you. Well, you can do anything. They won't care. They hate you. Yeah, suddenly the rules matter, right? It's like this bitch moderator. She's this big fat bitch. She's like, I've seen photos of her IRL. She's fucking huge, and she's just like sucks. And she was she does all this shit, but as soon as I do it, she criticizes me, and I'm like, yeah. You just like, you fucking ornery big bitch. Nobody loves her anymore, so she's out there attacking people. They said she didn't do anything wrong. The staff, they're like, yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. And I was like, fuck you. I posted back their revenue, and I was like, this is why. It's because you don't run a tight ship. You know, you don't have a verified check mark. You're not a verified fucking community. And yeah. It's probably a scam, and they're just using it to grift. Probably they get people in their freaking private messages to reveal info and steal it or something. So yeah, she was getting mad. It's like, stop saying it's not an official Discord. It's not right. I was like, do you see a green check mark? There's no fucking green check mark. It doesn't matter if you think it's official. It's technically not. It's not verified. You know, one of the good things about Discord is like the GIFs. It's got a great GIF library that you can find pretty fast. So if you want to talk with GIFs, you can, and it's pretty funny. I've been enjoying it. Some people are pretty hilarious. Like there was this one person called the Bear Bot. The Bear Bot was funny. That dude was making me laugh. He's like, the librarian released, and tomorrow the janitor released, calling Hepler the janitor. Yeah, that's funny. I am kind of Hepler IRL. Nature, I don't really do transformations. If I were to get high, yeah. People have talked about literally becoming like stuff while they're super fucking high. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not big on psychedelics, you know. It's like um I think this is the useful side of psychedelics is if you think the world is real, um it definitely helps there. Because what you'll find is you'll find everything you thought, like the trees, the stars, the sun, the moon, all this shit, is made in your mind for your consciousness to understand. And that can look radically different. And I think that's like the healing, is that it takes away your confidence that the world is real. Is that there's kind of like this linking that happens where a kid believes in reality, right? And reality is an illusion of your mind. Yeah, reality is real, but you don't know anything about it, and you just have your thoughts. You know, you have an interpretation. So yeah, it can be painful. It can actually like hurt people. You know, you shouldn't do that to people who are well integrated. Like, I think a good place for psychedelics is like when a person is like suicidal or chronically depressed or extremely addicted. You know, they have like these problems where it's like the structure of their being is fucked up, right? The structure of their being is not helpful to them or anyone else. Then a psychedelic, in like a controlled way, can help break that cycle, can make them wake up like a new person. But I don't think you should do it to people who are like grounded. They like themselves. They like their lives. Don't take psychedelics. Don't. You don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah. These people would give out poison like it was candy for fun, just to fuck with you. And like, if you do it too overtly, you'll get caught. But if you do it really subtly, they won't know. They'll maybe even thank you for it, pay you for it. It's like, anyway. Yeah. Oh man, I'm ready to take another nap. I'm ready to take another fucking goddamn nap. Another goddamn nap. So, yeah, I do look a lot like Hepler. I'm going to have to find out, did he exist before in AFK Arena? Because then it's just coincidence. If they made him brand new, I'm like, what? I've got a fan. Someone's watching me. Yo, I'm fucking tired. It is nap o'clock. Get some water, get some food, go back to bed. It's all cloudy, it's like really peaceful. So, yeah. Fucking dumbass. You should be glad to work for Donald Trump. They think Donald Trump is who Donald Trump thinks he is. They don't know to actually like pay attention to who he really is. He's a fucking loser idiot. So he's a better entertainer. I guarantee he's signing all the money for like a commission or something. Probably gets paid a salary for doing that. Even though it's just a signature, it's like a royalty. Right? It's like, oh, I won't take the presidential salary. Yeah, because you know how to fucking make money off your position. It's like $500,000 a year is nothing. Why should the president get $500,000 a year? He doesn't labor. He just has to be awake and talk all the time. It shouldn't be like, gosh. The people who do the hard work you need, the people resetting grocery stores, the people stocking shelves, the people driving trucks, the people producing farming, you don't pay them shit. The people you actually need. And then the guy starting wars and profiting himself, you're like, yeah, he can be a billionaire. That's fine. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this society. You guys are so fucking stupid. You're stupid. If you do something that's not, if you tolerate something that's not good for you, if you like something that's not good for you, you're a fucking idiot. I don't think Jimmy Carter was better. Jimmy Carter was a fucking Christian. Yeah, he built houses, and yeah, he was kind of like, he was too weak to be a president. He was like, nice, compassionate, ready to listen, trying to do the right thing. You're not going to win with these people. These people, you have to be a monster. You have to be a shark. It's all they respect. If you have any space in your heart and mind for what other people want, they're going to take all your shit. And it's funny, when Donald Trump has just taken all their shit, they're like, that's my guy. And I'm like, you are why you can't have nice things. You are why you can't have nice things. So, yeah. Anyway, I've got brand new silicone molds in the mail right now. I've got a brand new set of magnets. I got sets of magnets. I got like cool stuff. I got good snacks and shit. So I'm going to pick that up at some point. Yeah. Man, I'm ready for another nap. That was good. It's probably the espresso. Someone was telling me caffeine's a neurotoxin, and I know there's videos out there proving caffeine's not a neurotoxin, but I think they lie. I literally think they concoct evidence. They concoct imaginary evidence to persuade. So I do think caffeine's like a fucking neurotoxin. It does something to you that's like they know about, and they just want you to suffer that way just because. Like I am tired. When I have caffeine, I get tired. I want to fucking fall asleep. I can't imagine you have caffeine and you're like, woo. Not me. I'm like, out. Espresso bar. It says chocolate chip fucking cookie dough. It says chocolate chip fucking cookie dough. And that's what I bought it for. And it's like, but it's espresso. And I'm like, fuck you. You know, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want an espresso bar. That was shocking when I first bit into it. I was like, ugh, what is this? I'm never like, let's go get a coffee. You don't like coffee. You like cream and sugar. Have some raw cacao. You're going to go, ugh, because it's not good for you. You coated it, and a little cream and sugar makes the medicine go down. The medicine is, shh, you know, num juice. I may have failed giving myself a good life, but at least I didn't make a fucking shitty trash life for other people. That's the one thing I did nice, is you may have been too dumb to know what was happening, and you may have been too much of an ego, and so you had kids, but I didn't. I kept my business to my fucking self. And the future can have the class war. You know, the fucking class war that's coming. You should be grateful to get a job from people like Donald Trump. I'm like, you're a fucking simp. No simping. Fucking dumb shit. Anyway, I kind of like that Hepler becomes an owlbear. I was a fan of that. Yeah, it's like Hepler, the beads, the sunglasses, the beard, his build, his philosophy, his weapon, and his transform are pretty good. He can transform an ally into like a bird, and then he like sends the bird to the back of the. Although they should have gone with like a fantasy bird. Yeah, not like this rugged bird. Yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna spend diamonds on his dumbass. I'm just gonna use him in tower. Like any mauler build is useless to me except the tower. I'll never use the maulers anywhere except the fucking tower. So it's like, yeah, he's not gonna be getting kills. He's just gonna be like making the front line stickier. He makes the front line tougher, probably by a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose a DPS. I think I'm gonna lose Alsa. I'm gonna get rid of Alsa's DPS, and then I heard nobody cares ever. He like didn't want to compliment this game, so he goes, "It's one of the games of all time. It's one of the games of all time." I used that on Sophie Powers. I was like, "She's one of the people of all time," and she goes, "Oh?" Question mark. She responds. If she had blue eyes, I'd be into her, but she's like fucking gross. She's like, no offense. Actually, all offense. She's a Jew. She's a fucking Jew. She's a Lebrowski. So that's why she has money. That's why she's anorexic. That's why she sucks. It's because she has like, she's literally just like a vapid personality. So, time for my music career. It's got to be exhausting. It's got to be exhausting. So, yeah. Yep, I bought Chef Crimson Desert Deluxe Edition. I hope he plays it. I know Chef, he's probably not going to play it. He's probably going to like play it 2 days, and then he's going to be back on Elden Ring for the next 10 months. He just doesn't give a fuck about anything but Elden Ring. He loves Elden Ring, and everything else is just like he'll never transition. Never. Not unless he pulls better numbers, which he might not. Because, yeah, people like Elden Ring because it's like impossibly hard. It's got good, big, dramatic, climactic bosses, and that's why people like it. They like seeing like this fucking naked person fighting against impossible odds. And that's the entertainment angle. I feel like it's like it's just super fucking duper hard. So yeah, I got this huge ass duffel bag. It's empty. I literally just have this massive duffel bag just taking up a ton of space. So I'm thinking about, like, I guess I could take it to what do you call it? Yeah. I'm going to come back. I've only been here a week. I've only been here since the 23rd. It's not even the 1st yet, so I've got another whole ass week. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to check my mail. I'm going to wait until, like, the next time I go to town to check. Because last time I checked, it wasn't there yet. So I'm like, yeah. The police scan your freaking bumper with the scanner. So they read your license plate, and then it'll tell them, fraud or registered, Yeah. I hate that. That stresses me out. It's like, I'm a pretty good person. You can leave me alone and I won't do disastrous shit, but not everyone. Some people will make a little militia, torture people, sell drugs and poison, rape. They'll get into business, so they have to do that. They have to get in people's business. Who are you and where are you going? And so any amount the police leave me alone, I appreciate it. Yeah, the police leaving me alone, great. I'd rather you look sometimes. Let's see what he's doing. Are you okay? You know, um, the people who are actually doing shit are like, no looking, privacy. Why? Is it because you have people in a dungeon? No, I wouldn't do that. No, some people are evil. Like, you'll meet that. You'll meet people that are really kind and really nice, who you'll like a lot and have a lot to give you. And then you'll meet people who are just like monsters. They absolutely hate people. They're out to hurt them. They were beaten as kids, never held with love. Yeah, they only know pain. Everything they think about is like war. Um, so it's one of the reasons, like, the Bible says you should circumcise boys and beat them. That's what it says. And that makes monsters. You violated their genitals with a knife, and then you hit them instead of love them. Yeah, they fucking hate everyone. They killed the natives. Hey, we need to get rid of these natives. Yeah, let's just kill their food source. That'll show them. Good old America, you know. Yeah, I hate America. The people who like America are dumb. I don't like anyone else more, you know. I'm definitely not supporting Britain, France, Russia, all these people, China. I think they all suck. But I'm definitely not like, yay, America. I don't think there's anyone better, but I definitely don't. Because the natives had wars and hurt each other before we got there. So, yeah. So, the creator's the one who's like, all right, I made your bodies hurtable, and now you all have knives. I gave you all knives. I made your body fragile, and I made you able to suffer. And then I gave everyone around you a fucking knife. Have fun, you know? And yeah, the creator's trash. The person who is responsible for all the problems is the maker. And the maker ain't going to do shit about it. So it really is like my dad said when I was a kid. It's every man for himself. My dad explained that to me. It's like, it's every man for himself. Boys like girls. Boys don't like boys. And so it is true that if you're a man, you're going to get a lot of stiff arming and negative feedback from boys because they just don't like you. Your competition, right? It's been decades since I did this, but there was a time when I used a female avatar and pretended to be a woman online. And man, it was way different. When I went to a place as a boy, it was put downs, you're stupid, this isn't right. And then as soon as I transformed into a girl, they're like, oh, wow, that's so funny. Ha ha ha. I like this. I love this. You're great. And I was like, that's what time it is, actually. It's just like, um, it's all about me, because if you're a girl, now he can breed. Now he has a reason to be nice. And if you're a boy, he can't breed with you, so fuck you, And it didn't matter what I said. It didn't matter what I said. It mattered their perspective, right? How they saw the world, right? It's kind of true in philosophy that it matters how you see the world, but it also matters how other people see the world too. That affects how other people perceive things, does affect reality. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the vlog. I'm gonna go to bed. I think I'm gonna take a nap. I'm like freaking relaxed, feeling it. It's just a nice cloudy day. It's a nice cloudy day. Saw some deer earlier. Different species than I saw before. This looked more like a gazelle. It looked like really skinny but bouncy. The other ones were like big stocky deer, and this is like a little quick nimble one. So I saw some of that and a coyote skulking about. Fucking predator. Can you imagine you're a deer and you have to like live a life of fleeing because there's a fucking predators hanging out? Is it really exciting? Is it really interesting? Was that really worth it? I mean, I see the benefits of like society and family and friendship and creating together and entertainment. I see those benefits to the point that I'm like, is fighting for your life really cool? Is the struggle to survive more entertaining than that? Was it worth it? Who wants to have the cradle of their existence be, I have to run or I die? That's kind of just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, yeah. Now, Hepler is cool Hagrid. Hepler is the snazzy, jazzy Hagrid. And, yeah, they released him during the Magic Academy, which was exactly Harry Potter. So I'm like, yeah, I've got a lot of diamonds to get from quests. I don't know if I've got enough. So yeah, if you don't get any pity at all, then it's 96,000 diamonds, and I've got 140,000 diamonds. So it's like, if you wanna get your characters up, it's gonna cost you. It's so funny. They're like, a roll costs 300 diamonds, right? One roll, you need 40 to get it. That whole like mix of like low odds and pity is not fun. It's like you basically have very little chance to get it by luck. And so you're always rolling pity, pretty much. And it's just like, just say the character costs, 12,000 diamonds to get a shard. Just say that. Because that's what it is. You have to roll 10 times, 4 times. Oh, hey, you know how a roll is 300 diamonds? Well, we just gave you 20. You happy? We just gave you 20 diamonds, bud. You just got 20 diamonds, bro. Congratulations. Thanks for that. Here's 20 diamonds. Wow. You're really on your way to a character now. And the people defending it, it's just like, I'm like, free to play is important for the economy. Not really. Whales get matched with whales. Whales don't fight. I mean, yeah, Clash fronts sometimes they'll throw like just a weak piece of shit at you. Yeah, anyway, I've been yapping long enough. That's the story today. Cloudy, 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 no sun. Perfect day for a nap. Perfect day for a nap.